Give me a moment. Working on a couple things. As my phone vibrates to hell and back. Okay, I need this. What else do I need? Oh yeah, that's right. Do this. Oh, that's not how you spell switch. Post that. And that. Alright, what else? I'm missing Discord. I can also turn this on today. And roll up closer. Because I forgot I moved my chair back last stream. I need to make sure to post this at least in the Girls Frontline 2 official. Even though no one will care, I'll do it anyway. Crazy. Why is there no link there? Wow. Oh, it's because it's not HTTPS. fixed it. Now I can... The Discord icon's new. How interesting. Hey, Brand13, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Also, John, welcome back to the stream. My avatar's back is because Zenless takes more than Girls Frontline 2, apparently. Am I missing anything? I don't think I'm missing anything. I think we can just start. Oh, they end up. It's about to end? Yes, I know it's about to end. That's why I'm here. My friend's still sending. Oh no. I'm out of Springfield emotes. Shit. I guess I do most of them. Okay. I'm gonna start off with the dailies real quick. Because of course I haven't done them today. I always wait until the stream to actually get this stuff done. How's everyone doing today? Mic is a little low volume because I just restarted my computer and we're back. Bit tired, but you're alright? Oh, that's good to hear. The alright part, not the tired part. Obviously. We have a lot of story to go through today, and I'm gonna be awake for a while, hopefully. I just had my dinner. Started the stream a bit late due to some technical difficulties on my end, so I had to restart my computer. Still haven't gotten a second copy of Frontline. Still upset about that. Just one. Just one would be nice. I probably won't get another copy of Faye for a while, to be honest. Pistols with the side of Springfield. Getting my dailies done, as usual. What's in the event? Alright. 25th poll. Oh, I forgot I completely finished that already. I was like, why is that there? It's because I finished it. Yeah, so, fun fact, I forgot to get on yesterday. All these weekly stuff I can now acquire again. I'm slowly getting more of this done just over time. Golfing! Not even wearing the good Colfine outfit. Tisk tisk. Remember, people, give your Colfine some love. She deserves it. Oh, excuse me. Why do I still need public area? Oh, right. I also need to go to the dispatch shop. Grab that. And all of these. Wow, I got 5 of the same gift from one box. That's crazy. This will be done pretty fast. Almost. I just gotta go over here, supply. Done. Back to voyage. Yoink that. Chat phone. What else am I missing? I think we just can hop in from here. 35% done. Oh dear. Let's get right into it then, shall we? I need to fix my share. Data erased. Data erased. Erased. Perry's curled up in the darkness. Not Perry. The irreversible neural meltdown causes her to scream and screech in agony. With the memories of Springfield destroying her vividly etched into her mind, the deafening gunshot rings out endlessly, tormenting Perry's already frail mind. The rumbling of the train also echoes in her ears, followed by the sudden downturn in the tide of battle. Perry increases her force. She can feel the joints in her body creaking. The override program tears through her mind without mercy, erasing fragments of her memory. The hollow left behind makes her curl in pain, tears rolling down her cheeks. Perry shouts in the darkness, babbling incoherently while frantically demanding answers. Alas, only silence answers her. The voice in the darkness that has guided her along the way has truly vanished. She is in complete turmoil. With her mind fractured in a body in agony, Perry is slowly driven to the edge of insanity. She trembles, trying to maintain her sanity, but fear and pain keep clouding her thoughts. However, this is not the end for her. In the pitch dark of her neural space, Perry sees a doorway bathed in light. The doorway she knows all too well. It's the one that saved her when she failed to resist the neural override. It's the one she stepped through countless times at the urging of that voice. It's the one that would eventually help her find the key to escape from the program. Seeing what she thought was lost has now returned to her. Perry firmly clasps her gun again. During the countless attempts that yielded no result, she would desperately try to hold on to the innumerable warm yet fuzzy fragments of her mind like this. The searing pain coursing through her body reminds Perry once again that even these remnants of her mind are slipping away. She knows full well that relinquishing this chance given by the voice means the overwrite process will be completed in no time. By then, none of these precious fragments will survive. Which means that Perry will stop being Perry.
やだ。大切な人たちが私を待っている。
She has yet to find Master, and she does not want to forget all the memories of her friends. More importantly, someone is waiting for her return. No matter what she has lost, she will never, ever forget that person.
まだ諦めるわけには。
She wants to see them again. She wants to live with them like before. Not through simulation, not virtually, but to truly see, touch, and feel them again.
今はもうこれだけしか残ってないけど。
This is not contentment. It's her fear of losing what little remains.
どんなに苦痛でもメンタルロゴを守り抜いてやるんだから。
Gritting her teeth, Perry steps to the door. Starting termination code simulation. That was actually a lot shorter than I expected. Oh, and this one doesn't even have a startup. Fair enough.
痛くない痛くない賞金ほらいやれるもんならやってみな。動くな、まだまだお兄さんよの。動くな。痛くない痛くない。どいて。火星人の一苦労だよ。すみません指揮官、痕跡がきれいさっぱり消えていて何もできませんでした。
After returning to the settlement, Mei Ling and Sabrina immediately check on the vehicle used by Centauresi in yesterday's rally.
気にするな、予想通りだ。
次はどうします？証拠もなしに言いふらせばこちらの印象を悪くするだけですし、闇ブローカーたちも警戒するどころか引き続きレースに参加するという声もありました。これ以上被害を出さないためにも早く止めないと。
焦ってはいけない。まだ方法があるはずだ。
As I try to calm down the two in front, a gentle voice suddenly speaks out from behind.
指揮官、証拠の件、私にお任せいただけますか？
スプリングフィールド、情報を集めに行ったんじゃないのか？
As I see your confident demeanor, realization quickly dawns on me.
全部終わったのか？
はい、順調でした。羅針盤システムについても考えがあって、ポルドニッツァさんとお話ししようと思います。ポルドニッツァさんってレースには出てないですよね。参加者や参加予定の闇ブローカーと話した方がいい気がしますけど。闇ブローカーの考えは汚染エリアの天気のように予測がつきません。
敵味方がはっきりするまで安易に手札を明かさない方が得策です。では指揮官、ポルドニッツァさんとお会いしてきますね。
Springfield flashes me a sly smile.
向こうにとって損のないビジネスです。断られることはないでしょう。
Inside the tavern, Jakob negotiates with the individual on the other end of the call.
そちらの顧客の注文リストは私も確認しました。私の品揃えならきっとご満足いただけますよ。薬品、燃料、ありふれたものはもちろん、醸造酒の材料や鉱石の数々、あまり大きな声で言えないものもご用意できます。これらは政府エリアではなかなか見つけられません。つてに頼れば AI 搭載型機械もラインナップに加わります。私のキャラバンの力、あなたもお分かりのはずでしょう。ドラヘンさん、これだけの好条件です。何を迷っているのですか？
何軒か回って比較するのは買い物の常識でしょ。注文が注文だから取引相手は選ばないとね。
ならなおさら私を選ぶべきです。
Jakob puts down the wine glass he's been toying with for some time. He stands up and starts pacing around, revealing a cabinet lined with a dazzling collection of vintage bottles around them. They're behind him.
資金も腕力もこの地域で私以上の闇ブローカーはいません。土地のことも一番詳しい。
わかった。その前に商品を見せて。仲介人として客の代わりに見極める責任があるんでね。
もちろんです。秘書に倉庫の住所を送らせます。時間に関しては明後日の午前なら私自ら案内して差し上げられます。
オッケー、期待させてもらうよ。
ただ仕入れが少し遅れている商品もあります。ですが必ずご満足いただけることを約束します。
構わない。取引が成立したら納品の前日に用意してくれればいい。
その代わりと言ってはなんですが、今回のお値段 2% 値
Smiling, Jakob deliberately pauses for a moment.
引かせて
Jakob takes a sip of his wine, calmly enjoying the stunned silence he has brought up upon the intermediary. He's been waiting for this day to come. Ever since he compiled and completed his first trade, ever since he told the collapsed piece he'd taken from the pocket of a hunter's corpse. Sold. Good job. That's something valuable you picked up. They go for a decent price. To this day, Jakob still remembers the one broker who traversed both safety and contamination zones. The calculating look in his eyes, hidden under wrinkles, was utterly distinct from the decayed, empty pupils of the hunter's corpse. They were different from his own eyes that were turning green from hunger, though both had glimpsed the morality of their own kind. One was trapped in desperation, only saw the present, while the other weighed the risks and was fixated on the future. Are these the kind of eyes that define a human? Then what does that make himself and others living in the settlement? Such a thought briefly crossed his mind before being completely replaced by the exhilarating sight of food. On that day, he made the first deal of his life and ate some coarse yet clean bread. The meal was ravenously devoured, and the taste that has long escaped his memory. But the one thing is certain, it was better than mud cakes.
良心的じゃない。
当然です。
Drachen's voice drags him back to the present.
ポルドニッツァとは比較にならないお値段でしょう。
Upon hearing the name, the person on the screen raises her eyebrows, and a grin breaks out on her face.
これは耳の早いことで。
商人として当然です。窮地にビジネスチャンスを奪われてはたまったものではないでしょう。
そうかもしれないね。そちらの誠意はちゃんと客に伝えておくよ。
では今後とも。
Once again, flashing his affable smile, he raises his glass to toast at the screen. Skip that last part, but I did read it. These parts are going a lot faster than I expected. I thought this, like, this last bit was gonna be about as long as, like, you know, all of this. But these two have been super short. As the Varieger cam descends into chaos, Perry crawls into a shady corner. A familiar scene plays out, and it triggers Perry's memory of the night when she was deceived into breaking into the Varieger camp. However, she knows that her greatest obstacle right now is not the Variegers, but rather...
隠れても無駄です。今のこのメンタルログもすぐに消去して差し上げます。前と同じように。
Although the gateway to jumpstart the simulation program still exists, the entire sequence has been altered with the voice's disappearance and Springfield's intervention. Of course, Springfield has noticed it all. No simulations are safe anymore. The moment Springfield defeats her is the moment this portion of her memory will be overwritten. Before she can catch a breath in her damage-ridden body, Perry immediately senses Springfield closing in. She looks around, trying to find an escape. In the opposite direction of Springfield and the autonomous sentry she controls, Perry spots a small, jagged hole. Perry nimbly maneuvers her way through the narrow alleys. Yet, as she follows her memory forward, she finds herself in a dead end where a passageway should have been. Only now does Perry realize that this virtual space constructed by the simulation program has also begun to crumble.
ここにいる限り、私には勝てません。演算プログラムが巧妙に上書きプロセスを妨害していますが、時間の問題です。
Standing in the middle of the alley, Springfield once again points her rifle at Perry.
諦めてください。あなたを助けていた不具合はすでに修正済みですから。演算を続けても結果は変わりません。
Springfield inches towards Perry.
もう一度聞きます。あの夜、誰と話していたんですか？
Perry lifts her head and responds with total silence. Perry stares straight into Springfield's eyes, trying to muster her last bit of strength in an attempt to raise her gun. Without any suspense, Perry's core is once again destroyed by Springfield. Perry collapses to the ground. Her body, along with the entire simulated space, gradually shatters into their original form, data fragments.
プロセス完了。修正報告をアップロード中。
Once again, red light flashes before her eyes. Anomaly upload failed. The same result again.
ネズミが1匹いたところで支障はありません。セルフメンテナンス開始。
Springfield stares at the broken body of Perry lying at her feet as the simulated environment crumbles around her. Everything is reduced into data fragments and swallowed up by the endless digital torrent. Data erased.
戻りました。今回の取引で得た結果、ご覧になりますか？
Game? Hello?
ああ、
There we go. Springfield projects the visual onto the screen. It's security footage. The camera at this point right at the door covered by this curtain at Jakob's place. I keep saying place and I just want to say palace. And I do keep saying palace. Ow, I just popped my elbow. Ow.
ここです。
Springfield pauses the footage and zooms in on the exact moment the narrow door gate is fully opened. After enhancing the image, Perry's petite silhouette is revealed from behind the gate. I immediately look at the time displayed on the screen. It was the very night that Perry went missing.
時間も合っている。やはりな。監視カメラの不具合は言い訳に過ぎなかった。こんなものどうやって手に入れた？
ズッケロの経営からいろいろ学びました。一見一蓮托生でどんなに親しいビジネスパートナーでもふとした瞬間に競争相手になってしまいます。競争を制するのは情報を持つ者。汚染エリアでも同じです。そして情報の取り扱いは私の専門。自分の足で探すことだけが方法ではありません。
それでポルドニッツァにはいくら払ったんだ？危険を冒して手に入れたんだ。相当値が張っただろ
う。いいえ。お金にしか価値を見出せないのは有象無象の闇ブローカーです。真の商人は何よりも関係性を大事にします。ポルドニッツァ3レベルの闇ブローカーならその点は重々承知しています。代わりに彼女のキャラバンに潜んでいたネズミを捕らえて差し上げました。
ネズミ。闇ブローカーの事情は複雑だな。
指揮官の経歴と比べればずっとシンプルです。
Hey Yang, welcome to the stream. Welcome.
それよりどうやって気づいたんだ
？You both missed it last night. I posted a short on YouTube about me breaking Zenless Zone 0. You should check it out. It was at the tail end of the stream. Oh, whoops. I give Springfield a puzzled glance, but she doesn't seem to have any intention of offering an explanation. Instead, she merely blinks and smiles back at me.
やがるのにもう種明かししちゃっていいんですか？今度2人とも時間が空いてる時のために取っておきませんか？
Also, it would help the channel.
続きが気になる物語は読み手の期待を膨らませる。私もたまには指揮官の期待を背負いたいんですよ。
See it in my notice? Yeah. First time I'm hearing the JP voice lines. I've always used CN for the game. It's pretty good. Yeah, the JP VAs are really good. Seeing Springfield's sly grin, I can't help but let out a deep sigh. Who's your favorite character, gang?
わかった。切り札があるなら役部のことで心配しなくて良さそうだ。
どうぞご安心ください。プラチナリゾートの時のように羽目を外していただいても構いません。ただもう少しだけお待ちください。役部の身辺は複雑なので、お茶会の前にコーヒー豆を厳選しなくては。
くそ！
Late at night, as he is about to enjoy a nightcap at his private bar, he receives a message that makes him slam his fist on the table. Polonitsa gave better terms. My client thinks we need to reevaluate both of your offers. Drachen. The cold yet terse sentences from Drachen made him lose all his usual composure.
ふざけるな。俺よりいい条件だと？ポルトニッツ。昔はくだらんことで俺をキャラバンから追い出しておきながら、今度は金に物を言わせてこっちの妨害を。あのアマクソー。
He slams down his glass of wine, barely managing to regain his coolness. He pulls out the list he sent to Drachen in the afternoon.
価格はさらに抑えて追加条件も出さないと。
Flipping through the documents, he quickly calculates all the potential prize adjustments. But no matter how he crunches the numbers, the ideal profit still remains an unsightly number too hard to stomach.
いや、これ以上抑えたらコストが安かろうと儲けがない。ポルドニッツァめ、商人の一戦が効いて呆れる。俺に出ろと？どうしてだ？あの闇ブローカーたちの戦力ではやられるのは時間の問題だった。それに殺したのは俺じゃない。
言い訳はそれだけかい？
こっちだって人は少ないんだ。助けたらこっちもやられる。汚染エリアでお人よしは真っ先に損する。落とし物の商品はコストがかからない。売り値も抑えられて集落の人間も仲間も全員得をする。
お人よしにならなかっただけかい？お人よしはいけないけど、商人の一線を軽々と越えるのはもっといけない。あんたは闇ブローカーに向いてない。
I'm gonna tell my kids this lady has no sense. Years ago, after tasting the benefits of trade, he accumulated more lost objects to barter with brokers, ultimately joining her crew as a helper. For a very long time after that, he worked hard and rejoiced in every clean loaf of bread he earned through hard work. Dilated pupils no longer frightened him, and he no longer drooled over basic sustenance like a starving beast. He was content. Now he could look at the goods and think about what price to sell them at tomorrow. All until that day when he was kicked out of the convoy. With her coldly staring at him, he remembered the very first broker he ever met. His wrinkled, covered eyes were so clouded compared to hers. At his final meal before leaving, he felt for the first time that the bread in his hand was so coarse that it was hard to swallow.
そっちは一線を越えなかったとでも言うのか？闇ブローカーに向いてないだ？ああ、そうさ。俺はお前たちのような愚か者と違う。
All these years, he often recalls those eyes from his memory. He angrily throws his terminal to the side. The stemware filled with wine shatters on the ground with a loud crash. Red liquid slowly spreads across the floor. He stares at the blood-like hue and suddenly calms down.
いや、まだだ。俺としたことが肝心なことを忘れてた。闇ブローカーの戦場は何も仕入れだけではない。 方法はいくらでもある。だよな、ポルドニッツァ。
Smiling sinisterly, he retrieves another wine glass and slowly fills it with the red liquor. He phones his secretary as he downs the glass.
ポルドニッツァに招待状を送れ。
I've read the cutscenes with the original CN dialogue, and the localization they did for the game is pretty good. They took some liberties with the prose, so it sounds pretty natural. Guess I'm so used to AK localization that this is impressive to me. I mean, they've had a long time because of GFL 1 to like make things good. So while AK is still their first game, and I assume it'll get better with time. Let's just hope, like Tuberau says, they don't do the whole Neffy situation in the full release. Because honestly, he makes a good point. It is very weird. Or Poissant then? The CN voices in that new event is superb. I don't know what that one is. Ooh. But these are going a lot faster than I expected. But yeah, I love the JP in this game. I have to deal with it because I usually go with EN, but it's fine. Also, I plan to do my Arknights pulls tomorrow off stream because I can't do it on stream. But I'll post a video about it tomorrow. A new day dawns for another round of the rally. Not that many people watch it anyway. The absence of a few participants from yesterday hasn't shaken the excitement for the rest of the Zeman rally.
こちらで氏名、車両数およびナンバーの登録をお願いします。登録後はスタッフの指示に従い、羅針盤システムのインストールを。
I'm uploading it for the sake of uploading it. Because I do this for fun. I'm not looking for anything out of it. Until it actually gets to something like this channel actually gets bigger. I won't like go too hard into it or care if something doesn't get views. I'm not like that here.
おい、どこに目つけてんだ。順番通りにお並びください。
As the staff at the registration booth struggles to maintain order, a commotion breaks out in the crowd, and the rowdy brokers suddenly make way for someone. I actually have to look at Meld to see what he even said there, Yang. Oh, that's a Chinese symbol. No wonder Restream doesn't understand it. With her coat flaring behind her, she strides forth along the path the crowd has parted for her.
Yo, ポルドニッツァ、参加しないんじゃなかったか？
まあ気が変わったのさ。何やらいい商売ができそうなんでね。
While answering an acquainted broker's question, she casually tosses a list at the registration booth.
うちのチームは全員揃った。調べるのも何か取り付けるのも好きにしな。
待て。
Or did you put it? No, not. Hold on. My restream bot doesn't even know what you said. It's not the Chinese symbol. The Chinese symbol is part of your name. What the fuck did you put? Did you put an emote that neither of the bots understand. It's crazy. Just as she is about to leave, a voice calls out to her. She turns around only to see him in his suit, leisurely strolling toward her. You typed this space and for some reason it went... Oh. So you literally typed nothing. You got me confused for nothing. God damn it.
会えて嬉しいぞ。来ないかと思った。
まさか昔なじみの正体を無限にするわけにはいかないだろう。
I have this or nothing. God damn it.
昔なじみか。そう思ってくれているとはな。
ライバル同士でも必要とあらば手を取り合う。それが私たち闇ブローカーさ。
Despite the smile on her face, her cold gaze stands out like a sharp blade tearing through everything. Disturbed by such a sight, he tidies up his attire and smiles back.
俺を闇ブローカーと認めているのか?
I'm gonna tell my kids this is Ace's Gnosis. Ace here, but as a bad man broker, and Gnosis over here who's gender bent into a woman.
別に誰の承認を得る必要もないだろう。商品を売ってそれで稼いでるなら誰でも闇ブローカーだ。人が集まるイベントを開けるようなやつならなおさらね。
それもこれもお前があの時後押ししてくれたおかげだ。じゃなければ自分の欲望も求めている答えを見つけることもできなかった。
If Ace from AK wore a suit like this guy, he could have rocked the villain look. To be honest, you're not wrong. Secret Ursa's spy or something.
欲望のない人間は前に進めない。だから俺は
He goes no further, merely spreading his arms out dramatically. She looks around, seeing all the hustle and bustle surrounding them, with the rally race about to begin. There are still more people rushing toward the booth from afar. Watching the oncoming crowd, he lets out a light chuckle while slowly shaking his head.
ここにいる連中も自分の欲望を満たすためにいる。生死の狭間をさまよい、リスクある取引を成立させる。それが闇ブローカーだ。力ある者に選択肢が与えられる。
He speaks with such calmness as if merely discussing a meal he's left unfinished. She stares at her impeccably dressed acquaintance. After a moment of silence, she lets out a quiet sigh.
そうだとしても、そろそろチームの様子を見に行かないといけないんでね。
どうぞご自由に。健闘を祈らせてもらおう。
By the starting line, staff members finish installing the compass system on the vehicles of her team. Soon, following the signature gunshot, her fleet sets off with great fanfare. Meanwhile, the 4 new members scattered on board the jeeps also begin their operation.
私と美容家は周囲の警戒をする。サブリナとメイリンは羅針盤の調査を。
Sitting on the passenger seat, Sabrina helps Mei Ling connect a terminal used for data processing into the system.
大丈夫だよメイリー。接続準備はできてる。指揮官に連絡しよう。
In the back seat, Mei Ling has already established comms with the commander.
指揮官聞こえますか？さっきレースが始まって、サブリナさんはこれからセカンダリレベルに接続して羅針盤の調査を開始します。
ああ、始めてくれ。
Hi, Sabrina. Ta-da! Connection successful. Time to start troubleshooting. Yep, let's begin.
バンバーン賞金もらい、やれるもんならやってみな。バンバーンうむいただけだ。先輩を甘く見ないことじゃ。どけ。バンバーン死に技が試せる。動くな。
Easy. Because they're all low level. After a round of rapid scans, Sabrina disconnects herself from level 2. The comm line returns only silence, briefly broken up by Mei Ling's frantic typing.
メイリン、サブリナ、様子はどうだ？
すみません。調査の結果、羅針盤は確かに異常です。車両の位置情報が多方面に送信されています。でも相手の方が1枚上手で、何度も試したんですが受信者の特定ができなくて。
君でも無理なのか？
こんなはずじゃないんです。ヤクブかバリアーグの味方に凄腕の技術者がいる
Yeah,
のかもしれ
they're
ません。
way too organized now.
とにかく引き続き逆探知しますが、時間が。
Mei Ling's voice is abruptly interrupted by an explosion.
おっと、しっかり捕まってて、メイリン。お姉ちゃん、1時の方向にバリアードが隠れてる。やっぱり。総員、戦闘準備。指揮官、また後で連絡するね。
The comm ends in the middle of gunfire and engine roars. I double-check the message Mei Ling sent me and the data returned by brief. Technical know-how far above their usual levels. Modus operandi inconsistent with past behaviors. Seems like these old friends of mine have suddenly changed. Setting down the terminal clustered with information, I looked out at the endless wasteland plains. Violent gales sweep up clouds of yellow sand, obscuring the sky above and the distant horizon. Even the sharpest hunter will find discerning the path forward in such obscurity an almost impossible task. I let out a heavy sigh. Could it be that, in places I cannot see, the Varjägers are going through some drastic internal changes?
オルドニッツさん、やっぱり私も一緒に。
そう背伸びしなさんな。ほらこれを飲みな。
She sits down beside Aminda, hands her a glass of milk, and pats the little girl on her fluffy head.
私の椅子よりも背が小さいのに昨日のレースじゃ刺激が足りなかったのかい？
そういうわけじゃ。
The warm, comforting aroma of hot milk wafts through the air. Aminda holds up the glass but does not drink it, instead staring intently at her.
確かに危なかったし怖かったですけど、それだけのことで萎縮するのは闇ブローカー失格です。バリアーグを相手にする覚悟がなければどのみち汚染エリアでやっていけません。
She laughs cheerfully.
焦るんじゃないよ。あんたはまだ若い。地道に鍛え続ければきっと大物の闇ブローカーになれる。それまでは大人に任せな、小さな英雄ちゃん。
Atalanta. She reassuringly pats Aminda's shoulder.
それにこのレースの結果は私の手札になるからね。実力はちゃんと証明しないと。
でも死んだ仲間の仇を取りたいです、この手で。
Clutching the glass in her hands, Aminda slightly lowers her head.
出発前に彼女が話してくれたこと忘れられないんです。 ホワイトエリアのお金持ちの間で流行ってるものさえ分かれば鉱山に住んでる友達の役に立てるかもって。
Minda's eyes redden as she sniffs.
こんなことになるはずじゃ。
I agree.
あんたはいい子だね、アミンダ。だけど覚えときな。闇ブローカーの世界に正義と平等なんてものはない。あやふやな一線しかない弱肉強食の世界だ。そして一線を越えた奴が代償を払う。
任務完了。値下げキャンペーンがあるから早く帰ろう。
We've made more progress now than the last Girls Frontline 2 stream. Because all of these are super short compared to these few. We still have all this to go. Around noon, I decided to pass the time with the Zucchero dolls at the fair while waiting for a reply. At last, my terminal suddenly vibrates repeatedly. Thank you, Kukai. Thank you, Zhaohui. I open the attachments and verify the information sent back together with Springfield.
必要なものは揃ったようだな。
待ちきれないようですね。
Springfield smiles and turns around while clapping her hands.
皆さん、休憩時間はおしまいです。お茶会の準備をしてください。
The tea party. Operation Tea Party commence. The trio who has been impatiently waiting at the nearby booths quickly gathers around.
やっと終わったの？これ以上待ってたらせっかくのメイクが台無しだったよ。
店長、今度はどんなご用意を？そうですね。今回のお客様でしたら朝入りの豆で大丈夫です。
旗から聞くと誤解を招きそうな会話だな。
Couldn't agree more, Shikikan.
指揮官もご一緒にいかがですか？
Would I like to be a bad guy? Against the bad guys? Maybe.
もちろんだ。抜け駆けはさせないぞ。
Our minds are very alike.
ええ。では、提携先にご連絡しますね。
Under the watch of Zucchero dolls and I, Springfield dials a familiar number.
こんにちは。こちらの用意はできましたので、招待状を例のお客様にお送りください。取引を開始いたしましょう。
わかった。いい結果を期待してるよ。
ズッケロが一度でも期待を裏切ったことがありますか？ドラヘンさん。
Hey, it's Drahen. So Drahen is the one. So we sent them a better offer than Jakob. As the taste of black tea settles on my tongue, I see him rush in with his secretary. Since we are only customers in the cafe, he quickly directs his attention toward us, but a look of caution and confusion naturally crawls onto his face as he notices the presence of her.
この話の続きはまた今度にしよう。
ああ、済んだら一杯おごっておくれよ。
She stands up calmly and leaves in a carefree manner. As she walks past him, I see her stop for a moment, and then his expression becomes even more gloomy.
あの女、今に見てろ。
He curses softly and moves to find another table to sit at.
ヤクブさん、ご一緒しませんか？
あいにくですが、先客がいましてね。
テーブルを隔てて商談をするつもりですか？なかなか独特な習慣をお持ちのようで。
どういう意味ですか？
なるほど。私の情報を教えていないんですね。
ドラヘン？
No, no. He's literally going out and saying it.
あなたがドラフェンさんのクライアント？そんなバカな一回の賞金ハンターがこんな。
確かに賞金ハンターには過ぎたビジネスです。しかし依頼人とは何の関係もありません。なんならドラヘンさんに確認してもよろしいんですよ。
I show him the comms interface with Drahen on my terminal screen.
いえ、信じましょう。
He quickly adjusts his expression and takes a seat at the opposite end of the table from me in Springfield.
私との商談をご所望でしたら、最初からそうおっしゃっていただければ。
Instead of responding to him right away, Springfield smiles and calls Centauressi over.
今日は長丁場になりそうですね。センターレイシーさん、お飲み物を。
Dude, the chat is a little bit in the way, but I love seeing Shiki-kan over here. But Springfield, she's just so pretty. Centauressi as well, of course. But she's not like the main focus and isn't extremely bright. She's not center stage like Springfield is. Springfield's behest, Centauressi neatly clears away the tea set used to host her. Then she brings warm coffee for all three of us.
どうぞ。
この出張市場イベントの主催者というご身分もありますので、私が間に立つ形にさせていただきました。ホワイトエリアのお客さんの用心深さはヤクブさんもご存知でしょ？
もちろんです。先ほどは失礼いたしました。こちらの条件はすでにお知らせした通りです。ご不満があればいくらでも相談に応じましょう。
ドラヘンさんからすでにお聞きしていると思いますが、ポルドニッツァの方からさらにいい条件を提示され、暫定的合意に至りました。
お言葉ですが、ポルドニッツァは代理人といえど、噂ほどの実力者かは甚だ疑問です。ご存知かと思いますが、彼女のチームは今日レースに出場しましてね。ただ羅針盤による位置情報はすでにロストしました。バリアーグにすら手こずるような闇ブローカーなど信頼できますか？取引が成立しても商品を無事届けられる保証はありません。その時損を被るのはあなたです。
彼女のチームが本当にやられたと？
当然、羅針盤システムに間違いなどはありません。位置情報はあなたも確認されたでしょう？
なるほど。依頼人にこの旨をお伝えします。今日お会いしたのは実は別件のためで。
ほう、それはどういったもので
？Rather than rushing to respond, I leisurely take a sip of my coffee made from the lightly roasted beans, relishing in the refreshing flavor. Him, meanwhile, waits patiently and eagerly. It seems that he has fully accepted our identity.
スプリングフィールド。
はい。すみません、指揮官はお疲れなので恐縮ですが、ここからは私が代わりに。
His smile freezes.
わかりました。それでどういった内容で？
簡単です。情報を交わせてください。初めてお会いした時、私と一緒にいたペリーという人形をご存知ですか？
その件なら秘書がお伝えした通り、心当たりはありません。
話はこれからです。闇市に存在しない商品はなく、あるのは払えない値段だけ。まずはこちらの支払う報酬を提示させてください。
いいでしょう。
She gently blinks.
沈黙。
何？
あなたがバリャーグと結託している事実を墓場まで持っていきます。
He sets down the coffee, the bottom of the cup making a dull thud on the table. Also, I dropped something. Question is, where did I drop it? Why does this thing have to be so small? Or did I not fully drop it? No, I definitely dropped it. I honestly have no idea where it went. I'll deal with it later, I guess. I did, however, find something else. And it does make me think that I might have to use it to repair my chair. Because it's below my chair. Thankfully, it hasn't broken my chair yet.
聞き捨てなりませんね。私がバリャーグなどと？そんな力、私にはありませんよ。
そうでしょうか。あなたの影響力は通常の闇ブローカーの範疇を逸脱しています。
Springfield turns on the terminal and shows Yakabook report.
ブリーフは常に様々な地域のバリャーグの活動を観察・記録しています。ここも例外ではありません。記録によれば、この地域のバリャーグの被害は甚大で、賞金ハンターが次々派遣されたものの、一向に改善が認められません。しかし、ある時期を境に、あなたのキャラバンだけ無傷で生き残り、ライバルはことごとく活動を停止しました。そして、あなたがこの一帯最大の闇ブローカーとなりました。活動範囲は拡大する一方、まるでバリャーグよけの魔法でもあるかのように。
魔法？すべて実力ですよ。この辺は鉱物資源が豊富です。採掘に来る者は後を絶ちません。バリャーグもバカじゃない。弱い方を狙うのは当然でしょう。
ええ。そして採掘に訪れた者たちは一番土地勘のあるあなたから情報を買っていたはずです。
それが何だというのです？バリャーグは常に動いてますし、環境情報だって生ものです。
なるほど。口を割らせるには報酬が足りなかったようです。
Springfield smiles and gently taps the terminal. The screen flickers on before cutting to some footage of the wilderness. Sabrina drags the Varjager in front of the camera.
やっと一人捕まえたよ。カルドの裏口のネズミよりすばしっこいんだから。
The captured Varjager struggles to break free from Sabrina's hold. Klukai moves in, deftly yanks on his writhing arm until it's dislocated, and finally snatches the terminal from his hand. She then shows the terminal to the camera. On the small device, several dots can be seen flickering, the exact coordinates of her team.
羅針盤は今も位置情報をバリアーグに送信している。見えますか、指揮官。
As she speaks, Klukai aims her gun at the vehicle not far behind. Following a muzzle flash, the screen on the vehicle shatters, and the positioning device is destroyed. Simultaneously, one of the dots flickering on the terminal disappears.
これで任務完了です。
The footage ends. The cafe returns to silence, with Jakob's expression becoming far more sour than before.
羅針盤のインストールは全ての参加者に義務付けられています。バリャーグが位置情報を知っているのは偶然でしょうか。
当たり前でしょう。俺は明らかにバリアーグが羅針盤をハッキングした結果だ。参加者の安全を守るためのシステムをこのような形で利用されて残念でなりません。こうなってはシステムを停止させるほかないでしょう。
Before Springfield can stop him, Jakob calls out to his secretary behind him.
何をほうけている。バリアーグが皆さんを撃ち殺す前にシステムを止めないか。
はい。
The secretary hastily takes out a terminal and frantically taps on
停
it.
止しました。
With the system turned off, a smile of relief appears on Jakob's face.
これで参加者の安全は守られました。ご報告感謝いたします。ご安心ください。もう私たちもバリアーグも位置情報を知ることはできません。
それは何よりです。ね、指揮官。
はい、これで一安心です。
お礼にそのペリーという人形の捜索に全面的に協力させていただきましょう。何かあれば遠慮なくお伝えください。
He smiles again in a friendly manner, but in response, Springfield simply takes a sip of coffee and sighs helplessly.
商人は何よりも信用が大事だと個人的に思っているのですが、残念ながらあなたは信用に足る人物ではないとお見受けします。
Smiling, Springfield picks up the terminal and presses the play button again. On the screen, evidence of Jakob's meeting with Perry is replayed.
ペリーが失踪する前の映像です。面識はあるはずなのに一貫して関与を否定されてましたね。
He glares at his secretary, who looks just as clueless as he is. Thinking back to prior events, he comes to a conclusion. While he successfully planted a mole in Poludnitz's team, his own team has also been infiltrated without his knowledge.
ポルドニッツ。
あなたの部下はこれよりも多くの情報を提供してくださりましたが、今は商談中です。この話はよしましょう。あまり困らせないよう指揮官に言いつけられています。誠意を見せていただければこちらもある程度は譲歩できますが。
これはやられました。可能ならまず誤解の方を解かせてください。あの夜私は確かにペリーさんにお会いした。初日のレースで優秀な成績を収めた彼女を迎え入れようと思ってね。その後の行方は本当にわからないんです。
まだまだ報酬にご満足いただけてないようですね。
She sets down the terminal and gently spins the cup in her hand.
ドラヘンさんへお伝えした倉庫の座標を覚えていますか？このように 面談の時間と場所は変更しましたが、事前に様子を見に行かせていただきました。確かに大した市場の闇ブローカーたちが自分たちの奪われたはずの商品が並ばれている光景を見たら、どういった反応を示すのでしょうね。
As if hearing the most amusing joke he has ever heard, Jakob leans back in his chair with a sense of relief.
闇ブローカーの扱う商品のバリエーションなどたかが知れる。私が奪った証拠はどこにあるというのです？商品に彼らの名前が書かれてるわけでもあるまいに。言動から察するに、あなたはグリーンエリアの人形ですね。指揮官から教わりませんでしたが、汚染エリアにはシリアルナンバーも掟もない。あるのは金とそれを持つ人間だけ。
随分とお行儀がいいんですね。
どういう意味です？
ここは汚染エリアで、あなたは闇ブローカー。いつから汚染エリアでは証拠がものを言うようになったんですか？
Seeing the sudden realization in her opponent's eyes, Springfield doesn't follow up right away. Like a playful cat with its prey cornered, she now only seeks entertainment. I love her.
闇ブローカーの法廷があるなら見てみたいですね、指揮官。
当然、世にも奇妙とはこのことだ。
He sits across the table and picks up his cup in an annoyed fluster, only to realize his cup has long been emptied.
おや、飲み干したようですね。センターレイシーさん、継ぎ足してください。
お構いなく。
We're back to this image. Jakob instinctively wants to refuse, but he can't help but swallow the rest of his sentence under Springfield's smiling gaze and watches as Centauressi approaches with a coffee pot to pour coffee into his cup. Time slows down to an unbearable crawl as the coffee slowly flows. Finally, Centauressi quietly withdraws, while the petite doll brings her another pot full of freshly brewed coffee. But I think Jakob isn't in the right headspace to notice that.
確かに私はグリーンエリア出身です。仲間と共にカフェを営んでいました。良好な関係を維持している間は芳醇なコーヒーをご提供しましょう。しかし今は指揮官の戦術人形。コーヒー以外のものもその気になればご提供できます。
Uh-oh. Springfield's sentence is followed up by a targeting laser deliberately flashing before Jakob's eyes, ultimately landing right on his temple. Jakob looks up in panic, but the sunlight outside temporarily blinds him. After regaining his vision, he sees the maid with her downcast eyes holding the coffee pot and staring calmly at him. Further away at the bar, the petite doll with exquisite makeup draws a heart in the air with a sweet smile. All of this makes him freeze in place. Instead of saying something, I merely pick up my coffee and take a sip. A light roast. Must have tasted incredibly bitter for our friend Jakob here. His laughter breaks the silence.
お見事です。ここまで来たらもうおとぼけは通用しませんね。ああ、そうさ。俺はバリャーグと手を組んでライバルを排除してもらっていた。それがどうしたというんだ。汚染エリアはそもそも弱肉強食。お前たちやポルトニッツァのような金と武器に物を言わせてきた連中が必死に生きてる人間の何がわかる。俺だって正々堂々と生きたかったんだ。 死人のものを回収して何が悪い。簡単に人を信じるような間抜けも遅かれ早かれ死ぬんだ。だったら俺が有効活用した方が人のためになる。
I look at him, who's consumed by rage and frustration. But I have no desire to argue with him. I've seen his kind more times than I can count. A soul twisted and utterly consumed by the contamination zones, while collapse radiation physically mutates humans into mindless beasts. Desires born out of this flesh environment slowly turn them into demons. Although tragic, it is no excuse for the atrocities they've committed. Rage and survival instincts may allow one to weather the storm, but losing oneself in them will turn anyone into a monster clad in human skin.
ポルドニッツァに追い出されてからどんな目にあったか知っているか。安い商品を乗せた車に目をつけられないか、狂った生き袋に襲われないか、コーラップスストームに巻き込まれないかとビクビクしながら汚染エリアを行き来する日々だ。毎回経験に祈ったつもりなんだけどな。何事もなく戻ってこられたことは一度もない。それで思ったのさ。利用できるものは何だって利用してやろうってな。ここではどうせ力が全てなんだ。あのバリャーグたちさえいれば俺のキャラバンが永遠に最強だ。お前たちもポルトニッツァも俺を舐めていた闇ブローカーどもも誰も俺に勝てない。ああそうさ、今回もきっと助けてくれる。戦術人形がいるからなんだと言うんだ。俺が死んだらあいつらも黙っちゃいないからな。今すぐ呼ん。
He takes out his terminal, and it begins ringing even before he has time to make a call. There's a gunshot, and then the communication gets cut off.
どういうことだ。
ヤクブ様、我々の所有する倉庫が次々とバリアグの襲撃を受けています。すでに陥落した場所も。
なんだと。
Meanwhile, my terminal also receives a call from Groza. Me when I team up with bandits.
ブリーフからの支援が到着したわ。
I look at the panicking Yakub.
これ以上損失を出したくなければ今すぐ残りの倉庫の場所を言え。
Kill the Varjägers! We've reached the coordinates in the indicated warehouse, now sharing environmental data. There are many Varjägers here, so please be careful, Commander. Data received. Let's start. I'll leave this side to you. Understood. You won't be disappointed. Ever am.
私ちゃんとできてるよね。まだまだお2歳よの。
Yeah, I like that picture with Springfield, Sentresi, and Gun.
ほらやれるもんならやってみな。まだまだお2歳よの。大丈夫。稼ぎの苦労だよ。試せる。
揮官、倉庫付近のバリア具はあらかた片付けたわ。ほとんどの物資は奪われて一部しか回収できなかった。
分かった。レース参加者は無事か？
ええ、倉庫に人数を割いてたからレースで略奪を行っていたのは少数よ。
そうか。引き続きブリーフとの連絡を。
了解。
Upon hanging my communication with Groza, I look over at Jakob, who is still stubbornly trying to contact his warehouses. The hollow gaze in his eyes has completely replaced the dignified facade he has previously put on.
お前たち、バリアグが俺の倉庫を襲うことを知っていたのか。ならどうして俺の商品を守らない。
残念ながら私たちやブリーフにとっても想定外です。
He suddenly throws the terminal aside and yanks on his hair. His once meticulously maintained hair now lies in jumbled strands on top of his head, reminding me of the slum dwellers forced to live underground with no access to clean water and no way to maintain personal hygiene.
指揮官、バリアーグの動きが予測と違います。
予測？
Springfield glances at me hesitantly, only continuing after I received my nod of approval.
少し前、ドラヒェンさんに教えられた倉庫へ調査に向かったところ、警備員はバリアーグによって全滅。商品も全て略奪されていました。現場に落ちていた警備員の端末には未送信のメッセージがありました。
結局俺も獲物だったということか。
He suddenly pauses.
待てよ。ということは他の闇ブローカーから奪われたものを見つけたというのは嘘だったのか。
Her silence completely breaks his last bit of resolve.
商談で人形に負けたのか。俺の人生ひどい。
ヤクブさん、商談はまだ終わっていませんよ。私たちの望む商品をご提供いただければ、こちらも報酬をお支払いします。それに加え、残った倉庫もお守りしましょう。
ああ、わかったよ。
Ow, ow. I just popped my chest.
あの人形の居場所を知っている。
Finally, he releases the information. In the middle of the night, he emerges from the other side of the secret door and sees Perry waiting for him.
本日のレースお見事でした、ペリーさん。この調子ならすぐに情報に必要なポイントを集められるでしょう。
This is flashback.
ありがとうございます。それより師匠の手がかりを見つけたというのは。
ええ、これは知り合いから聞いた話ですが。
なるほど。まさか師匠がクリスタルハンターになって名前も変えていたなんて、通りで見つからないわけだ。ありがとうございます。すぐに探しに行きます。
少々お待ちを。実はこれから出荷の予定があるのですが、せっかくですし乗って行かれては。部下にペリーさんを待つよう連絡しておきましょう。
え、いいんですか？ではお言葉に甘えて、今指揮官に。
実は出荷予定の商品はそのクリスタルハンターたちが必要としている補給で一刻の猶予もありません。ペリーさんは今すぐ向かってください。エルモ号には私の方から連絡を入れましょう。
でも
あと2分もすれば出発します。さあ。
じゃあお願いします。絶対に見つけない師匠を。
部下に指示してお前たちの仲間をトンプソンのいるところ、つまりはバリアーグのキャンプ近くに連れて行った。途中で異常に気づかれたが、車にはジャマーをつけていたから問題なかった。
ジャマー？手慣れているな。
まあな、この辺のバリアーグは機械と戦術人形ばかり漁っていたからな。今さらキャンプに向かったところでもう遅いだろ。
どういうことだ？
奴らは回収した機械は改造して、人形は洗脳して自分たちの戦力にするんだ。
バリアーグにそんな技術が？
信じるかどうかはお前らの勝手だ。機械ばかり漁っているのも黒幕の差し金だろうな。
黒幕？
ああ、会ったことはないが、あいつらの真の指導者は他にいる。かなりのやり手だ。普段俺とやりとりしてるのはそいつの下にいるチンピラさ。
The real master. If such a person exists inside the Varjägers, then it would explain all the abnormalities. But right now, I have no time to ponder such matters. The smile on Perry's face when she reunited with the Elmo lingers in my mind. I have to save her.
すぐにキャンプの場所を教えろ。
After obtaining the coordinates and notifying Brief, I quickly set off with the dolls. Time for a rescue mission. No time to lose. Like seriously, there's no time to lose. The same endless darkness sears through the neural cloud with unbearable agony. I can't recall. Those memories that were here, what were they supposed to be? I can't remember. The gaps are widening, the blanks are expanding. Once cherished neural records break and fade away. Even though she knows she can't possibly win, Perry refuses to give in. She walks through that door again and again, only to be struck down by Springfield once more. The override creeps forward with each fall, and it won't be long before everything that makes her Perry is gone. Kneeling in the darkness, the broken yet constantly melding neural records tangle around her like a nightmare, one that she can never get a firm grip on. Data 1. Erased. How many overwrites has it been? Perry's been forcibly subjected to this neural override program ever since she was deceived by Jakob. Purging units repeatedly attack her in level 2, overwhelming her. With every fall, Perry can distinctly feel the loss of a certain fragment of her memory. It started with the frustration of missing corner pieces, but now the entire puzzle is becoming unrecognizable. There's a brief pause in the as the program reloads, and the purging units won't attack in this brief moment. It's a rare moment of respite, but Perry would rather not be in here in the first place. Surrounded by darkness and solitude enough to drive anyone mad, it's hard to imagine what kind of person can get used to this place.
ここに師匠はいなかった。油断した。これなら指揮官様と一緒に動いていた方が良かった。
その通り。
During the searing pain, Perry subconsciously assumes a defensive posture and looks around warily, but she does not spot the person who spoke to her.
誰ですか？
今教えても意味がない。上書きが完了したら私のことも忘れる。人形にとっての死は素体の破壊ではなくメンタルの消失なんだから。
何が目的ですか？
メンタルログを見せてもらった。貿易会社に勤めていたそうね。あなたに持ちかけたい商談がある。
商談？
上書きプログラムの穴を見つけた。それを利用すればある程度プログラムを書き換えることができる。プログラムを終了させるにはあなた自身が停止コードを演算しなければならない。私にできるのは安全な演算環境を提供するだけ。あなたは特定プロセスでコードを割り出して。
特定プロセス？どういうことですか？
あなたのメンタルログからあなたにとって馴染みのある環境、出来事、人物を構築した。例えばあなたの仲間の人形たちはそれぞれ特定の演算子に対応している。それらを正しい順番に並べ替えるのが最終的な停止コードを導き出すプロセス。こちらから都度次の演算子を提示するから、あなたがやることはその演算子に対応した人形を大会やレースで勝たせること。脱落の順番もコードの特定に重要なプロセスだけど、その辺も私がアシストする。これを何度か繰り返すことで停止コードがわかる。複雑そうに聞こえるけど、やることは至ってシンプル。
わかりました。ではあなたが求める見返りは何ですか？
あなたが安全にここから脱出すること。
本当にそれだけですか？他に目的は？
疑ってどうするの？上書きプログラムを止めなければあなたは死を迎える。これ以上繰り返させないで。
わかりました。その商談乗ります。
交渉成立。
In the darkness, a door opens.
この中に入れば私のよく知る環境とみんなが待っているんですね。
ええ、あなたの期待通りというわけにはいかないけど。
At this point, Perry can't possibly grasp the meaning behind the voice, and it's clear that they have no intention of explaining further. Perry holds onto her gun tightly and steps through the door. Data 2. Following the last gunshot, the hand that Perry uses to wield her gun begins to tremble and tears well up in her eyes. Finally, she collapses, feebly kneeling on the ground. Her surroundings gradually shatter and fade, leaving her alone in the darkness.
本当にやらないといけないんですか？他の選択肢はないんですか？
上書きプログラムより先に演算結果を抹消しなければメンタルログは根本的に抹消される。何度も言わせないで。
だって自分の手で大切な仲間を。
There it is.
そんなこと。
This is what's happening. So the entire first part of this event was all in her neural cloud. And she's shooting her allies to get a termination code.
データの塊でしかない。何をそんなに悲しんでるの？
それでもみんな優しかった。現実と一緒で。
あなたのメンタルログをもとに再現した存在なんだから当たり前。あなたがそう思うのはそれがあなたにとっての仲間たちだから。
じゃあ本物の仲間たちじゃないですか。私は背が小さくて弱いのがコンプレックスだったんです。だから師匠のようなかっこいい一人前の人形になりたかったんです。自分のために一方的にみんなを殺すなんて私にはできません。本 本物の記憶を守るためなのは理解しています。それでも私の銃はこんなことをするためにあるんじゃ。
その愚直さが一回一回のループを困難にしていることがわからないの？
すみません。でも私にとっては本物と変わらないんです。でもあなたの助けがあればいずれ停止コードを割り出せます。もう暗闇も苦じゃありません。現実と虚構の区別もちゃんとつけます。
私にできることは限られてる。あまり頼らない方がいい。それに私たちは別に友達でもない。次の演算が始まる。準備して。
どうしていきなり消えたんですか？おかげでモッピーの挙動も試合もめちゃくちゃになって。
サブリナが今回の演算師だった。彼女が脱落した時点で演算を続ける意味はない。
でも
私たちにはおままごとをしてる時間がないんだよ。
These simulations exist only to generate the termination code, not to offer a blissful dream to indulge in. But this is a fact that both know all too well.
はい、ちゃんと分かってます。でもそのおままごとが私を突き動かしてくれてるんです。演算結果を抹消した時、スプリングフィールドさんが消えましたが、影響はありますか？
わからない。システムが異常データに早めに対処した可能性がある。今のところ異常は認められない。
よかったです。これでゴールが近づいてきましたね。あなたのおかげです。もしかしたら次の演算で停止コードがわかるかもしれませんよね。
そう簡単にはいく。
次がダメでもその次できっと。
上書きプログラムには必ず防衛機能がついてる。それがいつ呼び起こされるかわからない。防衛機能が働いたら私はすぐに離脱する。だから急いで。
The pain and scorching sensation brought by the override continues to torment Perry. Not wanting to forget, she desperately recalls fragments of her neural records. At the very least, she mustn't forget where she is and what she's doing, so that she has a chance of making it out of life. As Perry encourages herself with these words, true and false memories slowly merge into an amalgamation as her neural cloud gradually collapses. Perry leans against the car door. The compass on the screen inside flickers unusually.
絶対に停止コードを。絶対に師匠を。
もう一度聞きます。あの夜、誰と話していたんですか？
私は一体誰と話して。私はどこに。何が本当なの。
Like a jumbled mess, her mind has been shattered and stitched together again and again. Broken, redundant, disordered, chaotic, and viscid. Perry is in complete disarray.
隠れても無駄です。諦めてください。ここにいる限り私には勝て。
Hey, a little translation error there.
ません。
Not translation error, but you know what I mean.
あなたを助けていた不具合はすでに修正済みですから。
私だけじゃ何もできない。ずっとこうだ。
Come on, Perry!
私はやっぱり弱い。
どうだ、 新しい装備には慣れたか？似合ってるぞ。
師匠のように強くなるって誓ったのに。
改造した人形を高く見すぎてるのか、それともただ自分を卑下しすぎてるのか。成績がいささか足りないのは確かだ。そう考えてるのはお前だけだ。
私は結局一人前にはなれなかった。
That was Thompson's VA. That sounds like Thompson.
ペリーって変わったよね。昔と全然違うな。なんというか、小さいけどすごい頼もしいというか。
Couldn't tell you who this is.
弱いままで自分の記憶すら守れない。
それはないよ。だってみんな戦術人形なんだよ。
焦る必要はない。
ペリー、勝ったらまた会おうね。
でも
大丈夫だ。どんな結果になっても私はここで待ってる。
At last, the distraught Perry raises her head.
時間が経っても変わらないな。私は一人前になろうと思っても人に頼ってばかり。心のどこかでずっと助けてもらえると思ってた。助けがなければ怯えて一歩も前に進めない。自分の身は自分にしか守れないんだから。
Perry wipes away her tears. You're speaking as if you didn't win.
スプリングフィールドさんには一度も勝てたことはありませんが、もう大丈夫です、指揮官様。メンタルに欠損があっても、現実と虚構の違いが分からなくなっても、停止コードも師匠も絶対に見つけるんだ。それが強い人形になるということなんだから。過去がどうであれ、これからの現実はちゃんとつかむ。
As Perry stands up, weapon firmly in hand.
今までの全てを私の力に。待っててください、皆さん。
Let's go, Perry! As the new override process finishes loading, a glowing doorway appears in front of her. Just like she has done countless times before, Perry walks through it once more. However, she is certain that this time will be the last. Go kick her ass, Perry. Kick that illusion's ass. Springfield is waiting for her. After the voice disappeared, no matter how many cycles she has gone through, Springfield is always waiting for her the very moment she initiates a new simulation. Like the countless times before, Springfield flashes a polite yet cold smile at Perry before training her rifle on her. But unlike before this time, Perry no longer runs away.
ようやく決心したようですね。抵抗を続けても時間の無駄です。おとなしくしていればまたみんなと会えるかもしれないんですよ。
Perry raises her weapon and points it right at Springfield.
まだ続けますか。ここにいる限り私には勝てないというのに。あなたのメンタルの中ではスプリングフィールドは強大な存在。彼女へ抱くイフの念がそのまま私への恐怖に変わり、私を強くする。何度試しても同じです。
Rather than panicking or trembling, all Springfield sees is the muzzle of Perry's weapon.
そうですね。スプリングフィールドさんはすごい人です。でもあなたは違います。本物のスプリングフィールドさんは温かくて優しくて、それに怒ったスプリングフィールドさんの方が 1万倍怖いです。
I believe it.
計算していませんでしたか？私は計643回の演算を行いました。スプリングフィールドさんに負けたのは151回、勝ったのは412回、そのうち126回はあなたに破壊されましたが、私の攻撃は237回届きました。
へえ、
わかりませんか？私には賞賛があるんです。なのに他人に頼りきりで思い込みで負けを認めてきた。こんなことみんなに知られたら笑われちゃいます。
うるさい。
Springfield pulls the trigger before Perry can finish. Perry manages to swiftly dodge the bullet.
メンタルログなんかじゃ温かい気持ちも励ましも楽しい時間も再現することはできません。だから私は絶対にみんなのところへ帰ります。そんなデータで再現されたあなたなんかただの出来損ないです。あなたのことは私が一番知っています。そして今の私はあなたより強い。
Now bereft of hesitation, without worries, devoid of anxiety, Perry pulls the trigger with resolute determination.
私のメンタルを返してください。
Go get him, Perry. If you want your neurocloud back. Come and take it. If I had Perry, I'd make Perry do this fight alone. Then again, it's level 24, so it should easily get through it. Just you wait. I won't lose. Honestly, I feel like some of these fights should be harder. Just to make it more cinematic, but the fact that they're level 26 against level 60s doesn't give me hope.
痛くない痛くない。賞金もらい。やれるもんならやってみな。お任せしました。動くな。
Even with 200 HP, it's not enough. 200% HP. They still get one shot.
バンバーン。自分の身は自分で守らないと。
With a look of disbelief on her face, Springfield collapses as her core is pierced by the bullet. Way to go, Perry. Having exhausted her last ounce of strength, Perry collapses to the ground. Her scarred body finally gets a moment to rest. But instead of happiness, it's the feeling of exhaustion that overwhelms her. It is at this moment that Perry realizes that the simulated space is beginning to collapse. This is to be expected. Once the voice has disappeared and Perry's neural records become sparse, there's barely any fragments remaining to support a stable simulation. She's ignored all of this up until now due to her pain.
ようやく気づきましたか。
Springfield sneers mockingly upon noticing Perry's expression.
演算空間はすでに存続不可能。けれど、私は時間さえあれば、いくらでも再生できる。元となった記憶が違っても、この姿じゃなくても。上書きプログラムの続行は私の使命。何度でも繰り返します。あなたに勝ち目はありません。
As Springfield gradually dissipates, her body reverts into basic character strings.
なら何度でもあなたを倒してみせます。今回もこの先も。
Before Springfield completely disappears, Perry once again picks up her weapon.
それがどんなに時間がかかっても私は絶対に自分のメンタルを守り抜きます。それに私は一人
Oh fuck.
見たか。これがベテランと
They're not a
お主ら
fantasy.
新人との
That's what I saw. Her friends are not a fantasy.
指揮官、この先がバリアーグのキャンプです。偵察ドローンを出しましたが、今のところ攻撃を受けていません。
Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. This time I'm not gonna put energy supplements in it because that might have helped me fall asleep faster. Or at least get tired faster. Because funny enough, once I laid down on my bed last night, I didn't actually fall asleep for like a couple hours. So I don't know what happened. Insomnia, yeah. Gotta love it. Alright. I really gotta fix I gotta at least oil this chair or something. So I stop squeaking. With the vehicle parked in a secluded spot, I'd leave the dolls and observe the camp from a long distance away. Actually, I want to check something. Okay.
外は誰もいないね。本当にバリアーグがいるのかな。物資も乗り物もないし、もぬけの殻って感じだよね。おじけづいて逃げたんじゃない？
いや、これは
おもてなしの用意ができているようですね。
どうすれば
Ambush time! But we're ready.
ペリーの居場所がわからない以上入ってみるしかない。メイリンとセンタウレイシーは私と残れ。グローザ、ブリーフの部隊と500メートル離れた位置でキャンプを包囲しろ。
了解。そっちも気をつけて。
大丈夫だ。他は私の合図まで突入準備。
A short while later, Springfield, who's in charge of the entry team, sends a message.
指揮官、キャンプ内には少数の機械があるだけで誰もいません。
建物をしらみつぶしに探せ。
はい。東側の倉庫は機械が少し残ってる以外異常なし。西側も同様です。ペリーはいませんでした。北も同じ。狙撃の準備も済んだわ。これ本当に意味あるの？誰もいないじゃない。
Just follow the order. It's fine. There's a point. There's always a point.
南側は
Following Sabrina's scream, a loud thud of something heavy collapsing comes from through the comms.
どうした？
大きい機械が動き出した。支援を。
Berserker.
指揮官様、こっちの機械も。皆さん、冷静に対象を排除してください。サブリナさんは交代してキャンプの中部で合流。
グローザ、増援部隊を向かわせろ。
了解。
Look at that big ass boy. Also, I knew that this was a Varjager mech from the start because it even looks Varjager. It looks like just a big ass Varjager. Kill, all I have to do is kill this thing? Done.
ノックアウト。
指揮官、バリアーグの機械は全て無力化されました。
そうか。ペリーは？
まだ捜索中です。先ほど大型機械をサブリナさんに確認していただきましたが、おそらくヤクブさんがおっしゃっていた略奪品です。大幅に改造されていて見た目はいい加減ですが、使われている技術は間違いなくグリーンエリアのものです。
Signs of field modification to look as crude as Varjagers.
偽装目的ということか。
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
バリアーグのセンスという線もありますが、その可能性は大きいと思います。ご存知の通り、汚染エリアに司法の手は及びません。
わかった。
いた。指揮官、ペリーがここに。
Found her.
任務完了。値下げキャンペーンがあるから早く帰ろう。
To anyone who doesn't have a maxed out coal fiend, you should probably do it. Do it for her. This isn't a story. It's not a normal story node. It has a different In the dark compartment on the side of the warehouse, Perry lies silently on the operating table with her eyes tightly shut. Sabrina attempts to wake her, but Perry remains unresponsive.
指揮官、ペリーが多分フリーズしてるんだと思う。私に見せてください。
Quickly connecting Perry to her portable device, Mei Ling begins an emergency examination.
どうした？
ペリーさんはフリーズではなく、メンタルを何かのプログラムによって占領、攻撃されている状態です。
プログラム？まさかヤクブの言ってた洗脳プログラムか？
上書きのことですか？はい、今まさに実行されています。
止められるか？
試してみないと。上書きプロセスはそんなに早くないので、可能性はあります。
ああ。
Mei Ling nods and quickly gets to work. Her fingers fly across the keyboard. Countless windows pop up and close. Beads of sweat slowly drip down her forehead.
これでも、そんな。
The dolls gather around while the brief support units search through the camp, but Mei Ling is completely unbothered by all this.
あれ、
Mei Ling suddenly looks up, grabs onto my arm, and shakes it excitedly.
ゆっくり。
落ち着いて聞いてください。ペリーさんは確かにメンタルを占領されています。でもペリーさんはどうやら自力で停止コードを演算しているようです。私たちが来る前に何度もペリーさんはずっと諦めずに耐えていたんです。私だけではどうにもなりませんでしたが、力を合わせればこの状況を打開できるかもしれません。
私たちはどうすればいいんですか？
セカンダリレベルに接続してペリーさんの演算を支援してください。上書きプロセスよりも早く。演算状況を画面に表示させるので指揮官も協力お願いします。
ああ。
ああ。
さて、停止コードを特定しないと演算によって発生した情報とログがごちゃ混ぜになってメンタルが非常に混乱している。メイリンの言った通りなら停止コードはこの中に隠されているはずだ。メイリンたちが演算支援を行い、私が現実と虚構のデータを仕分ければいいのか。よし、ペリーを連れ戻しに行くか。
What? Oh no, I have to remember what happened during the story? Why did Perry shoot at us? The HSR thing. I think I know what you're talking about. Ace Attorney. Yeah. She didn't turn traitor. I think the answer is she was clearing progress ahead of time. Because she wasn't seeing things. She was definitely seeing correctly.
これだ。メイリンによれば、ペリーの演算が失敗した場合、上書きプログラムより先に手動で演算結果を抹消しなければならない。そうしないとメンタルログは消され、次の演算を開始できない。演算によって生まれた私たちも抹消の対象。ペリー、辛かっただろうな。早く助け出さないと。
Perry had an override program uploaded to her neurocloud and a mysterious loophole in it. Perry used this loophole to begin simulating a termination code for the program. In order to not be detected by the override program, she had to clear her progress on the code simulation whenever it failed. That's why she shot at her friends that were generated by the simulation. On which days did Perry participate in the rally? She won the first race. So she only took part on the first day. Yeah, the second one was part of her neurocloud. Perry was the champion on the first day and drew Jakob's attention. That night, Jakob used news about Thompson to lure Perry to a Varjager encampment. Perry went missing after that, which is why she did not take part on the second day. Correct. Because the second one was in her neurocloud. What exactly is Perry looking for? She is looking for the termination code and Thompson. Also, I think that's missing a P.
それだ。上書きプログラムを終了させ、師匠を探す。それがペリーの目的だ。そのために何度もレースを繰り返してきたんだ。
In the virtual simulation environment, Perry was searching for the termination code through repeated simulation loops. In the real world, she's been looking for Master Thompson. What does Perry feel about everyone? localization issue. Yeah, I just spelling mistakes. I'd say it's either affection or guilt. I don't think it's guilt though, because she really likes everybody. So I'm gonna go with affection.
そうだ。ペリーはずっとみんなのことが好きなんだ。現実でもそうじゃなくても、この気持ちは本物。じゃなければ、演算で再現された世界がこんなに穏やかなわけがない。すべての苦しみを一人で抱え込んで。
It is this feeling that has allowed Perry to hold on by herself until now. Yes. What is Perry's wish? First one is technically correct. Third one is also technically correct. But I feel like the first one isn't her wish. That's just who she's looking for. I feel like it's 2 or 3 here. I'm gonna go with 2, but it could very well be 3.
一人前でも失敗はする。それを受け入れ、挽回し、時には助けを求めることが大事なんだ。トンプソンが今のペリーを見たら、きっと笑うだろうな。
Hey! Indeed, that is Perry's wish. Therefore, she must stop the override program. That is the only way for her wish. Only way her wish can come true. It doesn't specify it, so I think the last one could have been any of them. First try? Okay, I mean, if that one's the actual right answer, then yay. It's not that he's not that crazy. It's not that crazy, but this was interesting. I like this. It's like, did you read the story? Do you remember? And I did remember, like, normally I forget some of these things, but these things weren't hard to remember, especially with the extra info that I was given from today's stream. Cipher sample collected. Do you wish to end the cipher simulation? I am Luor. Lustration. I'm more I don't think that's anything. Lustration. You made me choke on my water, John, with that line. If you fail, she self-destructs and blows up. That's crazy. God damn. Lustration must be something important, but I don't recognize it. Still, this was really cool. I didn't know that there was an alternate ending. You like me? Fuck Pity. Okay, never mind. There's no alternative ending. Just fuck you, John. With a combined effort from all dolls, the termination code is quickly generated. On the pitch-black screen, the slowly progressing program flickers a few times before finally coming to a stop. Override aborted. I nod and hit the key to reactivate Perry. Seconds flow by. Perry! With all the voices calling out to her, Perry finally opens her eyes. to be honest, they did actually make alternate endings the first time. I do remember that.
ペリー
Springfield and I help Perry slowly sit up. Perry stares at me blankly, as if just woken from a dream.
指揮官。
おはようペリーみんな心配してたぞ
みんな私
全部終わったもう大丈夫だ
Perry looks around in confusion. Macchiato stands slightly further away with her arms crossed. Sharkery is bending down and smiling at her. Sabrina and Mei Ling stand at either side, both with tears in their eyes. Springfield sits beside her and gently places a comforting hand on her shoulder. Meanwhile, I reach out to her softly pat the top of her head as I stand in front of her.
おかえり
Perry's eyes gradually regain their luster, then large drops of tears begin to well up in her eyes. She takes my hand and gently squeezes my palm. It takes a while before she finally looks up to me. Tears have already moistened her cheeks, but she puts on a smile and throws herself into my arms.
指揮官皆さん
Welcome back, Perry. We're almost done. It's already dark by the time we head back towards the settlement, but the streets and alleys are still bustling with energy. You get captured by Paradius and get tortured and interrogated, and there's multiple outcomes. Interesting. After taking care of the aftermath, Mei Ling and I reach the entrance of the fair. A convoy of vehicles is slowly rolling out of the intersection. Polynitsa is at the head, directing workers in the loading and unloading of cargo, and Springfield is at her side. Seeing us approach, she raises her head and greets us.
スプリングフィールドから聞いたよ。消えたお仲間が見つかったってね。
みんなのおかげでなんとかそっちもうまくいったようだな
スプリングフィールドが翼を授けてくれたおかげさ。
ポルドニッツァさんは何を言っているんですか？
それはスプリングフィールドに
with a look of desperation.
聞いてみないとなエルモ号一の商人だ
Best broker
商売の
Springfield.
秘訣もセットで教えてもらおう
She is a great broker.
もったいぶった仕返しですか？
まさか君を怒らせたらエルモ号が売られてしまいそうだ
Jesus.
そんな印象を抱かれていたのですね。ではご説明。
She gazes at me with a playful expression. The dazzle of the market casts a soft yet mysterious shadow on her face. I feel like we're more afraid of Springfield than like Klukai or Macchiato. But that's probably because the commander actually has an idea about them, but it still feels like he's being a dunce when it comes to those two.
ドラヘンさんは情報屋の仕事で知り合った仲介人です。政府エリアと汚染エリアの間に立つことが多く、今回はホワイトエリアの企業に依頼されて実力のある闇ブローカーとパイプを持つよう動いていました。ポルドニッツァさんは本来最有力候補だったはずですが、ヤクブさんがどこからか情報を聞きつけ、先方により低い報酬を提示したのです。
私のキャラバンから情報を仕入れるとはなかなかやるよ。
そこで先方は比較検討するために両者を調査しました。ヤクブさんを調べてこのことを知った私はドラヘンさんに連絡して報酬と交換に協力を申し出ました。
そうやってヤクブの倉庫の場所を知ったのか。
ええ、さらにヤクブさんに圧力をかけるようお願いしました。ここまでうまくいったのもポルドニッツァさんのおかげです。
大したことじゃない。 こっちはネズミを捕らえることができた上に大きなビジネスを成功させたんだ。あの監視カメラの映像くらい安いもんさ。
それだけじゃない。こちらの人形がレースでバリャーグを倒したことも自分の手柄としてクライアントにアピールしたんだろ
もうやすやすと騙されてくれないか。わかった、次来た時は値引きしておくよ。
ポルドニッツァさんを餌に大きな魚が釣れました。
よくわかりませんが、すごいことをしてたんですね。
商人同士の至ってシンプルな取引です。メイリンさんも大人になれば、いえ、一生わからない方がいいかもしれません。
そうですか？
Facing the smiling Springfield, Mei Ling scratches her head in confusion. Suddenly, she remembers something.
そうだ、指揮官、本当にヤクブさんを見逃すんですか？ペリーさんをあんな目に合わせてバリャーグと組んで大勢の人を陥れたんですよ。
指揮官を責めてやりなさんな。これは私の意思なんだ。
Oh. Instead of rushing to explain, she looks over at her team who is working together to lift a large cargo box into the garage. While still wearing rough garments, I am certain they now walk a different path from those who only dwell in the underground slums, despite their undoubtedly shared origin. As this perilous wasteland undergoes its own natural selection process, the government's relief effort is merely a drop in the bucket. If mankind doesn't pursue changes, they will eventually join the fine sand beneath their feet. Underground brokers are such agents of change. If humans are feeble ants in the face of collapsed contamination, then settlements like this are in the anthills. Brokers' convoys move like a marching ant trail, winding its way through the wasteland, between one anthill and another. Some of them grow fangs and find treasures, even if those treasures might be nothing but scraps in the eyes of those living in the safety zones. Others are crushed and inevitably absorbed into the wasteland.
ヤクブはキャラバンを解散しようとしているようだった。
やっと闇ブローカーとしてのあり方を理解したってのかい。私たちは無法者だが一線をわきまえなければならない。賞金ハンターやバリアーグと遜色ない武装をしているが、根本的に違うのは私たちは商人だってことだ。一線を越えたやつをメルクリウスは守ったりしない。たく、人間ってのは厄介だね。
She goes on while still looking at her crew.
闇ブローカー同士に秘密なんてないのに。腐れ縁としての情けだ。今夜はヤクブにあの生きるのに必死だった人間のために祈りを捧げよう。
I stop the still confused Mei Ling from asking further and lead her and Springfield away, leaving the calm of the night all to her. We start driving back to the Elmo after spending the night at the settlement. Basking in the sunshine, Perry looks over with her sparkling eyes.
なんだかまだ戻ってきた実感が湧きません。また消えちゃわないか心配で。
大丈夫だ。君は一人じゃない。
はい。あの声がなければ今頃メンタルはきっと上書きされていました。バリアグが私をあそこに置いたのもおそらく私を戦力にするつもりだったんだと思います。一歩違えばみんなを撃っていたかもしれないと思うと怖くて。
もう無茶はするなよ。スプリングフィールドのように慎重にならないと。
はい、もうしません。でもあの声は結局何だったんでしょう。
わからない。でも君が上書きを免れることは彼女の目的の一つに違いない。きっと今もどこかにいる。
That voice might have been Thompson.
よくわかりませんがすごく強そうな人でした。私なんかまだまだです。
Though, like, I feel like Perry would have recognized the voice if it was Thompson. Perry looks out the car window. The towering silhouette of the Alamo is gradually coming into view. I want to know how fucking big that Alamo is. The car stops and the dolls and I step out as we are greeted by those who stayed behind aboard the Elmo. Like a nimble straight, Perry swiftly hops forward. The others, somewhat moved by her, hasten their pace as well, leaving me behind. A party popper suddenly bursts in the sunlight. Colvin, Krolek, Nemesis. It's probably Bepley. Oh, was it actually? It was probably Krolek. Also pops hers. For once, there's no arguments between the two. Almost simultaneously, the dolls pull on the strings of their hidden party poppers, and colorful confetti rains down from the sky.
随分盛大な出迎えだな。
外で起きたことを知ってみんな心配してたのよ。歓迎会で残ったクラッカーね。今年は随分たくさん使ったわ。
それだけ仲間が増えたってことだ。
We're gonna run out of party poppers at this rate. Following Perry's exclamation, all the dolls, no matter what they've been doing, turn around and look at me.
指揮官、遅いわよ。定められし記号が光り輝く。なーに照れてるんですか、指揮官
？Fucking love Colfine.
ベプリー、今夜超すごいライブをやるからね。シャークリーもだよ。今夜はシャークリーのことだけ見てて。
I mean, Bepley's gonna be there too. You gotta outshine her if you want that.
指揮官。
Diane.
お姉ちゃん、声が小さいよ。
Jane Yu.
ほら、私みたいにもっと大声で。指揮官。
Yep, I'm 100% getting Jane Yu.
ご主人様、お茶菓子をご用意いたします。
Sentaresi.
何突っ立ってんのよ、バカ。
Macchiato.
空気にならないで。読むのがめんどくさいから。
Don't actually turn into a tree. Don't worry, Xiaohe.
みんな待ってますよ、指揮官。
Glukai. Michi.
あれ、ここ。ああ、指揮官。2番隊と働いてきたの？お疲れ様だね。何でボケてんの？2番隊は別の任務から帰ってくる途中でしょ。こんなやつはほっとこ、指揮官。
Endorus.
間違って最初にクラッカー鳴らしちゃったけど、びっくりさせなくてよかった。
It was Endorus this whole time. God damn it. Of course. I never would have expected it to be Endorus.
おかえり。
Faye.
このところ異常はなかったよ。
This is the first time I've seen Faye, so she was probably during Jing Yu's event, huh?
皆さん喜んでいますね。
Springfield.
寂しい時間が長いほど再会した瞬間は甘く得難いものへと変わる。そう思いませんか、指揮官。
早く入りましょう。皆さんを待たせたら悪いです。そろそろ出発の時間よ。
Groza.
指揮官。
Groza is standing right next to me and she reaches out. Without hesitation, I firmly clasp her hand back. The very first hand I held onto when I sunk into the swamp. Together we wandered into the darkness for a long time. Later on, we met more companions. There were reunions, new acquaintances, much laughter, and new misunderstandings. I would also be paralyzed and dumbstruck when faced with overwhelming odds. but I always knew that many were willing to stand by my side. Perhaps I have yet to find a correct and reasonable answer, but as long as hope remains, the Elmo will not stop. Let this stand as a remembrance of the time spent in exile and the journey that will follow.
エルモ号出航する。
One more to go. I wonder what's left. Next stop, Lviv. Yup. Familiar voice. In the darkness, the conversation takes place.
あの賞金ハンターを仕留め損ねた。まさか上書きが終了していなかったとはな。
Epilogue. Yeah.
これなら最初から連れ去った方が貴重な戦力を手に入れ
A
ることがで
tease
きた
for
っ
the
てのに。
future, as you would.
まあ役部の資産はあらかた回収できたけどな。勝ってやった甲斐があったぜ。ブリーフの情報がなければ大損だった。だが役部もあの賞金ハンターも生きている。しばらくは同じ手を使えないな。新しいカモを飼うのも無理だ。ボス、これからどうする？
The haughty voice falls silent. A pale pair of hands remove themselves from their ears.
部下にすべての活動を中止させ待機を命じよ。そなたに至ってはサンクチュアリに召喚されるであろう。
Glacier.
そなたが報告していたフリーズが頻発する問題もサンクチュアリは徹底的に調査する。
Oh wait, Thompson might have went through a rewrite, like they tried to do with Perry, and that's why she's on the enemy team. She's working with the Nightos. Maybe that's what's going on. On board the Elmo, Mei Ling once again conducts a thorough neural examination of Perry.
これでよし。メンタルバックアップ完了です。ペリーさん、ありがとうございます。バックアップも取らずに今回のことが起きてどうなるかと思いましたけど、これでデータをなくしても怖くありません。
メイリン、ペリーのメンタルに異常は？
上書きの影響か、確かに一定の損傷は認められますが、重要なデータはどれも無事なので特に大きな問題ありません。
Good job, Perry.
だから安心してください。歓迎会の準備もできましたし。歓迎会？私のですか？
Of course.
もちろんです。新しくエルモ号の一員になった方の歓迎会を開くのが通例です。スオミさんの時は。
How do we have the funds to keep making these welcome parties? There's gonna be tons of these.
え、スオミさんもいるんですか？いないようですけど。あ、ちょっと訳あって今は。
カリンから面倒な依頼が来てな。プロトコルが緩くなった今、ヘレナを無事目的地まで送り届ければ、スオミの方に顔を出すこともできるはずだ。
I see.
あの人形コミュニティのことは私も気になる。
本当ですか？よかった。スオミさんに会いたいですし、あそこの農業機械にも興味があるんです。
In the ops room, several dolls are excitedly discussing the future. No one noticed that the Elmo screen flickers unusually, followed by a few short lines of code flashing by on the console. Injection complete. Uh-oh. Target subject safe extraction detected. A certain voice that has waited patiently in the dark finally relaxes.
やっと終わった。あの子を助けた甲斐があった。パラデウスの目を盗んで情報を送る機会を得られたんだから。
Next major event will be Deep Oblivion, which is solely from Ump's POV. Ooh. I do like the sound of that. So that's probably the next major event will probably have 45. Or in this case, Leva as the banner. So someone's locked down by Perdius, and she was able to get in to help Perry. So she's someone that we gotta rescue at some point.
あとは待つだけ。もう少しだ。星の風が知らせを運ぶ。
Nebula Wind. So far, though, the next event that follows up on what happened here is Nikita. Whose event is Nikita? Like, who's the banner? Well, Nikita. Oh. Duh. I meant who's Nikita? I don't remember who Nikita is. DSK blonde short hair police. Oh, her. I vaguely remember what she looks like. Pub signal. I'll look it up on my phone. Yeah, okay. No, she actually works as public. Oh. I heard you say PubSec and my mind went immediately to Zenless Zone Zero, alright? I'm sorry. I've been playing a lot of that game. I could tell, yeah. You know me well. VSK 94. But yeah, the second half of part 2 was much shorter than the first half of part 2. God damn, that first half was fucking forever. It was the longest part of that story. I thought it was super long. Turns out it was really not that long. But yeah, VSK 94 or Nikita. Wait, is she another sniper? Yeah, PubSec and Stateside. Yeah. Is she another sniper? I really don't need any more snipers. I'm glad I'm skipping her. God damn. Yeah, I saw the design of her gun. I'm like, I don't want another sniper. Hydro, she looks good though. Blade Wolf as a summon? Of course she has a summon. I still want Star. Can't they release Star already? Also, I looked at Star and I saw Live 2's D skin, and I'm like, wow, that looks crazy. Defy first, evidently. Yeah. I mean, she was part of Defy for a bit, right? So surely she's soon on CN. Surely. That guy's stuck up there, by the way. What element do you think STAR 15 will be? I feel like she'd be physical or fire. She was, but not really who you think of when referring to the Wolfpack dolls as a whole. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but still, come on. Let me cope. I mean, I feel like she'd be physical. She doesn't feel like she'd be lightning. AK-15 is confirmed physical too. There, 6 there. I'll just do 4 forward. Oh, that's AK-15. What the fuck do I do with the rest of this crap? I guess I just get combat reports. 3.2 and 3.2. Great. They rolled 404 first, then coming to Phi, and finally AR. What do you mean by finally AR looks like? What do you mean looks like? RO being the exception. AR team will be released last, but have they even teased the AR team? Because we know, like, we won't see M4A1 for a while. But there's still like SOP mod. SOP is there already? Really? I just want Star! Why did they have to teaser during the release trailer but never actually show the character in game? Fuck. God damn it. She comes out this year on CN. I hope so. Maybe I should make a React channel. Not like a YouTube channel, but like a text channel with the ability to put like, yo, you should react to this on stream or something. React streams? No. We'll only do it as like pre-playing the game or after what we plan to do is done. Are you gonna check out the Leany trailer? See, this is why. I didn't even know there was one. And I keep telling you to like send me all these video stuff, but you never send them. You posted it on stream, but not Discord. I can't see the links on stream. They're blocked. I don't let links go through. There's too many bots for that to be allowed.
了解しました。お待たせしました。やれるもんならやってみな。
どうってことないわ。
Why does it work this way, but not the other way? Oh, is it due to how far she's going? Yeah, it's due based on distance. Don't die from this good guy. Oh god. She's okay. She is okay. Remember, I can just go the rally points. Because I don't need all this crap right now. In cover, that's why. Wait, is that the only way to get there? I can't shoot these boxes, can I? Oh wait, no. Haha. Whoops. Oh well. It's one enemy with half health.
はい。
They all do the same damage.
ごきげんよ
眠ってー。どうってこと？
了解しました。お任せしました。はい。お茶をお出ししましょう。
どうってことないわ。
了解。
やれるもんならやってみな。ふん。どうってことないわ。現実を知りなさい。
その勇気に敬意を表しますわ。
引っ張らないでよ。上げていくよ。眠い。ちゃちゃっとどうってことないわ。了解。
ことないわ。
Bye bye. 'So after the last event, the characters who are not on the Elmo at this time who are characters that are have been pullable or is pullable. Lynn doesn't count because of what I just said. Is Xiaomi, Yuhi, Dushnaya, Vector, Ulrid. We also have Pertia, Tololo, Mosin Nagang, Papasha, Cheetah, Nagant, Ksenia, QJ, Litara, and Lada. Mosin's at not. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, the characters that are not on the Elmo. Like, at this time. Even if, like, they are part of the Elmo, they're not on the Elmo. That's why I also mentioned Xiaomi. She may be part of the Elmo, but she's not on the Elmo. Which still leaves... One sec. I didn't mean to hit dormitory. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 characters on, 16 dolls on the Elmo. And if we can include non-dolls, that is 18 in total. 18 people on this thing. What's the fucking size of this Elmo? How do we have this many rooms on the Elmo? This thing is not the size of Rhodes Island from Arknights. There's no way. Suchero, Monsoon, and 404 for now. Yeah, I know. Oh, we also have Belka there. And Endoris. That's 20. Mobile base vehicle. Yes, I know. I'm just like, I want a size comparison. We have yet to see this thing size comparison once. We've only seen the bridge. No, this doesn't count. This is not count. The first 3D trailer? I might have to look at that again. Let me open up Discord. We can do a couple look-sees at a couple things. Also, is my model smiling too much? There we go. I think I was on the default setting, which is smiling, I think. I need to do this more often. Because this is what I am. though I do smile, so yay. Interactive Elmo preview. Oh, yeah, I've never seen that. Whoa, hold on. Don't start yet. We gotta do display capture, change it to, no, it's not as a source. Why is an opera a source? There we go. Check out Laney's first.
绝望吗？这就是人形的命运。是时候改变了。碰一下拳头。就算我们约定好了。交给我就好。
That's a crazy looking open. Ooh. Oh, she has a wait, she's a summoner? She summons a hologram of herself and she could teleport with these? Scenes are from the first game? Really? Oh, they're just changed into like new versions.
要好好看着我。 别想逃跑！
3Dified, yeah.
你知道我是，即便如此，也要和我约定吗？我不会放手的，一起继续前行吧。总有一天，所有的约定都会在现实中实现的。 指挥官，这可是我第一次加入人类的队伍。接下来的日子就请您多多关照了。
Leva was forced to shoot her for some reason.
终于可以见到指挥官了。
Oh my god! Of course, she'd bounce it off them. Yeah, cool. See, this right here is why I'm not pulling for her. But yeah. Butterfly instance. Got it. Yeah, I don't remember this video at all. Okay, yeah, it is pretty big. I mean, it still doesn't look that big from like this sort of view. I need to see one of the characters like next to it. This is still cool, by the way. I look forward to those. Yeah, so they're making the entire public area tab into this instead. 400 or 200 people? I'd say 200. Maybe. I don't know where they would put all the rooms though. I'd like to see how big a well, then again, their personal rooms are like really small. It only really fits a bed and not very much walking space. It's like a small room, so maybe it's possible. To be honest, Rhodes Island was converted from a spaceship. Yeah. Ah, jeez. I remember this part. Why do I remember this part of everything? Yeah, no. Why does she keep popping up for me? I'm not pulling for her. Stop it. Get some help. Look, I listen to ASMR. Moving on. Insane lore review. Is there anything else you want me to react to? Maybe I should just pull up Seiya's YouTube. There's Alva. Lind. Oh, she was released recently then. No. Give me Lena. I want Lena. Lynn probably? Yeah, we can look at Lynn's next. There's Niketa. Deep Oblivion is Leva's event. Which one do you want me to watch? The shorter or the longer version? It seems like we've been doing the shorter version, so we'll do this one.
大家精神来，今天的暗号深夜电台要开始喽。
Oh hey。
今天的主题是矿洞怪谈大揭秘。哇，确实有些黑呢。 设计出现了吗？哼！
这就被吓到了。
果然，怪谈什么的都是假的了。哦，野蛮的家伙，消失吧！
I almost forgot she has an AA-12.
我可是认真的。我给你个痛快吧
Sugar high.
火力充足，这可是我为数不多的优点。总之，这期节目就是这样。怪谈什么的，不过是执着而已啦。至于下期的事，下期再说吧。早上好，大家。人呢？又没听我的电台吗？那种正经到有点恶心的自我介绍就免了吧，又不是第一天认识了。名字？叫我林德就好。指挥官，帮我看看。我的发型没有水浪吧
Yeah, she's cute. With quite the explosive temper. I'll be honest. I pushed the wrong button. Jesus, that thumbnail. Alva didn't get one? Where's Alva's? Oh wait, no, it's just longer. Guess we can check out Alva.
为咬住他们的
You
喉
like
咙，
Xiaomi?
我们
I
已经
believe
追了
it.
很远。是啊，所以你应该调整计划。扑向猎物的此刻，我们在柏林的行踪也已经暴露了。现在，我们没有重来的时间。艾弗，鲁莽这个词，以前是你们，
She does look like a
还有他
badass.
用来形容我们。可对现在的你，这个词都已经不足够了。疯狂，你太焦急了，艾弗。人形不该涉足的战场，你要独自前去。战友，我们是一支小队，你负责你的战区，我负责我的。信任你的队长好吗，维马西娜？这与信任无关。身为队长，你的安排太轻率了，至少像指挥官。不可以，这是我们自己选择的任务，除非完成或者失败，否则没有进行报告的必要。何况，爱莫号的周围已经聚集了太多的威胁，这次狩猎要把他们也引出来，一网打尽。不能让我去吗？如果你觉得自己可以，那我也有机会。你忘了，白敖，留给你的为何都是收尾工作？因为最大的目标总是最后才会出现。狼群一同追猎，一同厮杀，偶尔也有独行的时候。这就是武艺的作战方
You
式。
couldn't hear? I was asking if the one with the green eyes was AK-12.
启动战术模式，
Or-
目标清除。
Okay, so this one is AK-15. The other one is AK-12, right? The one with the long ponytail? The other one with the long
进行最大火力
ponytail.
输出。
But with the red eyes. The
作
taller
战完
one.
成，区域已清理，没有遗漏任何细节。指挥官，我们可以继续前进。
AN-94.
况且，维马西娜，
The one in the black suit.
你还有余力对我生
The
气
one。on the left.
那个型号至今没有人形能驾驭，而且
AK-15.
必要的速
Oh,
度
it's
不管缺少什么
AN-94
速
and
度，
AK-15.
我依然是 AK-15。 你总能时不时说些让人反驳不了的话。好久不见，指挥官，忤逆向您报道。
She's a support? That's crazy. I guess we'll watch these other ones.
生态体质良好，不错不错。
This right here is why I don't want to.
鼓掌鼓掌。安静。
等等。
She's making me want her less and less.
疼痛只有一瞬间。
好脏！我的腰，我的头好痛。
Less and less, less and less.
我的脚，我的脚！妈妈，救命！来晚了吗？
不，你们来的正好。
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting her.
结束了。
Definitely not. Nope.
只是一点副作用而已了。
I do not give a shit.
理所当然的结果，不过还是有些不够刺激呢。
Oh.
是不是剂量配比不对呢？嗯，你说呢？
救命啊！你不要过来啊！
那么，让我们开始吧。Hello， 指挥官，弗洛伦前来报道。
Nope,
我会为你带来最
nope,
刺激与
Red
愉
alert,
悦的体
red alert.
验。
Danger, danger.
所以，再兴奋一点吧。过来。
That's a cool interaction. But nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't see one for Robella. Oh wait, no, this one's Robella. Oh hey, Berserker. Oh my god. I'll be honest, this does not remind me of the old RO from GFL 1. Oh, does she? Oh, she causes a muck, maybe?
下一个，为了所保护的人。终于再见到您了。
She became a dork.
指挥官，
She sure
洛贝
did.
拉听候您的差遣，一如从前。
Who do I blame for that?
别过来！
Weird. Chiha's next. So how many are we missing right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, not 8. 8, but that one's soon. 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Look at G and U over here.
今日特训，开始。练习，一日不可荒废。嘿，成功了！
Oh, she's electric. I just realized she's electric.
醒醒，该走了。
长官，遇到麻烦了，放心大胆的交给我吧。
That looked like Zhao He at the end there.
哈？嗯？
Yeah, I look forward to her. It was, yeah. I saw like the shoulder mount blade, and I recognized her immediately. Let's see, maybe we'll just do this. Open that up. Belka and Endoris, and I think that's everybody. last character to get a rewrite was Jing Yu. Oh, in terms of story.
入侵开始。喂，温馨提示。
God, I love her.
头顶哦。
Whatever this was, it's 2.5 now. Got it. It's funny, I was able to play her early too. Because technically she's currently playable in-game, but for one section. The SF symbol? Where did you see an SF symbol? Also, this is adorable. I love it. Digraphs are Sangvis products. Oh, you're talking about this thing. That symbol. Yep, SF. Sangvis Fairy. Yeah, even I recognize this symbol. And the SF.
姐姐在这里呀。
Oh, click that.
优卡，准备行动。
好的，姐姐，我这个行动。冲呀！看我的！很轻松嘛，嘿嘿。这招很厉害的哦。
Ooh, interesting.
投降吧！看这招！
击中目标！
人呢？结束了。嗨，指挥官，还记得我吗？我是
She's crazy fast, I guess.
姐姐给我起了新名字，现在要叫我比优卡了哟。指挥官，给。想看的话，再靠近一点。
That was definitely something Clue Guy related.
总算结束了，
I love
后面就
Michi.
交给大家了。
Syscon. Oh, for sure.
别睡了。
队长，对，我起来就是了嘛。 不掉的。这样就能帮到大家了。
Oh, she's a like she summons too?
就是现在。
Wait, she's also electric? She's the defender.
我要尽我所能，守护我的归宿。执行 Plan B， 安德斯，女尸体掩护我。收到，女尸体。很有精神。
I love these scenes.
就这么结束吧。终于见到您了，指挥官。404的大家都和我说起过您了，与您共事，我很期待。来，指挥官，抱一个吧。
Oh Jesus. Gosh. That was not what I was expecting. But yeah, cool. I didn't know Endoris was also electric. I knew Belka was. Alright. Probably gonna end stream here soon. I just want to use up all this energy I have left over. There we go. Used it all up. I think tomorrow might be Stronova because it's been a while. And I do want to do another Stronova stream. So we do still have to do ZZZ, but I still have 19 days before the first event actually disappears, so I'm still good for a bit. Gonna hit the sack? Probably. I realize I still need to do something before I actually go to sleep, but yeah, I'm gonna be getting off here. We finished the event story. It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I feel like that was the best event story by far, in my opinion. But I also haven't seen a couple of the in-between ones or Glass Island, so I am missing out on a few stories, but I still like that one. Damn, even a Felion? Felion was fine. It wasn't like anything big. I just realized this was here. Still can't get another Hestia yet. I also want to wait for the this to change before I start pulling more in it. I'm waiting for these again. How many pulls do I have? I have 438 plus 25. So 463 pulls. Yep. Thanks for joining the stream, John. I hope you come tomorrow, even if it's not GFL 2. So, I'll see you there. And have a good night.